Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Friday, May 30th. It's the end of the week and it's also the end of the month. And it hasn't been a good overnight trade as well, which has been somewhat in line of what's been going on for the week and the month. We're kind of a little bit on the easier side in the overnight trade. We're down around 1 to 2 cents in the corn, beans, and wheat. Near unchanged at down 50 cents in the meal and down around 20 points in the soybean oil. That weakness in the overnight trade corresponds with what we've been seeing throughout the whole week. Got the wheat prices down around 20 cents, corn down 10, beans down 20 cents, the meal market down $5, and the soybean oil market down 100 points for the week. And that only gets compounded even further by what's been going on for the whole month. For the month, not saying what we're going to do today, wheat prices are down around 90 cents, corn down 50 cents, the bean market down 10 cents. Surprisingly, the meal market's up $5 while the soybean oil market's down anywhere from around 100 to close to 300 points. So the month of May has been basically a downtrending month, being highlighted by the wheat, corn, and soybean oil while the beans and the meal continue to hold in there to a degree. We've also go and look at our commitment of traders report and or our positions by the spec trade starting at the beginning of the month and where they're at right now. And all 5 of the commodities are all showing a little bit lower numbers, with the spec trade being net long than where they were at the beginning of the month. So prices and spec length coming on down, the highlight for the month of May. And all of that is being pretty much predicated on the fact that we've been seeing to this date conducive weather, crop conditions, and crop progress. And so that has been limiting the buying interest and or weeding out the longs in the marketplace. At this time, we also have an index roll that's starting on up yesterday and will continue probably for the next week, week and a half. And that should add to the liquidation feature that's been going on in the marketplace. We'll have our export sales out later on this morning. We've been finding stiffer and stiffer competition at one time for the wheat, corn, and soybean oil when we were high priced. But now we're getting into a price level where we're going to see if we can kind of pick them up, that being the sales, but we're also still finding that the world competitors are still at cheaper prices, so we still got to kind of hold our own in these price levels or go lower to try and get back some market share. The one story that has been somewhat consistent, which is kind of the way the monthly prices have gone, the beans and the meal continue to hold in there. We're still doing bean and meal business, and as a result, we're still linchpinning these net longs in the beans and the meal to try and maintain their length to go and try and see if we do indeed grow a crop in the coming weeks. But at the end of the day, we'll get a commitment of traders report coming on out, and the trade is still net long. And as we work our way forward and find out that the crop conditions and the progress and the weather remains conducive, we can potentially have another month during the month of June like we had for May, liquidation and lower prices. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.